Heir to a legend rises, legacy reborn. From the shadow of one of pro wrestling's most feared titans, a new force emerges. The son of the late icon Sid Vicious is stepping up, not as just another wrestler, but as a founder. His mission? To build a new wrestling promotion that honors the past, but fights for the future. This isn't just news. This could be the dawn of a new era. In the world of professional wrestling, where legacies loom large, and where the roar of the crowd echoes louder than any punch, the past rarely stays buried. Right when it seems the page has turned, fate sometimes digs up a new chapter. That moment has come now, as the son of Sid Vicious steps out, determined not only to carry his father's name, but to build something with it. His name is Gunnar Udy, and news has broken. Gunnar is laying the groundwork to launch his own wrestling promotion. A bold plan, heavy with expectation, and a tribute to a legacy few in wrestling can match. For fans, insiders, and anyone who's ever cheered under the lights, this could be the start of something huge. To understand the weight of Gunnar's move, we must remember what his father stood for. Sid Vicious, born Sid Udy, remains one of the most imposing figures in pro wrestling history. Towering at over 6 feet 9 inches with a presence unmatched, Sid wrestled under legendary monikers: Lord Humongous, Sid Justice, Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid. He captured major titles during his career, a 2-time world champion in both WWF and WCW, leaving an indelible mark on wrestling's biggest stages. Off the ring, his life was as turbulent and dramatic as any storyline. But through the roar of pyrotechnics and the cadence of slams, he cut a character, feared, loathed, and respected. For many fans, Sid Vicious was the big man, the last word in danger. He passed away on August 26, 2024, at age 63. His passing left a void, but also a legacy, one that Gunnar now seems intent to honor and expand. On social media, Gunnar Udy shared a post that caught the wrestling world's attention. According to that post, he's raising funds, laying the groundwork, and preparing to establish his first wrestling ring and a full-fledged promotion. Though relatively little is known publicly, no formal name, no official launch date disclosed yet, the message is clear: this is not a tribute show, this is a beginning. Fans across social platforms responded instantly. Nostalgia, skepticism, hope, all mingled in comments. Many expressed excitement, longing to see whether Gunnar could resurrect some of his father's spirit. Others cautioned, building a promotion is far harder than inheriting a name. 1. Legacy that resonates. Legacy in wrestling isn't cheap nostalgia. It's memory, mythos, respect. Names like Vicious carry weight. For audiences who grew up with Sid's red pyrotechnics, final counting slams, and bone-shaking powerbombs, seeing his bloodline continue brings a unique emotional resonance. Gunnar's decision to launch a promotion isn't just business, it's symbolic. It says, "My father's story doesn't end." For longtime fans, that promise alone can generate buzz and attention. 2. A platform for new talent. Across the wrestling world, there's rising demand for independent promotions and platforms outside mainstream wrestling corporations. If Gunnar gets this right, his promotion might offer a stage to young talent, hungry wrestlers who may not yet be under major contracts. Given the global reach of wrestling fandom, including markets in Europe, Asia, South America, a well-managed new promotion with a strong legacy could attract a broad base. 3. Emotional investment and storytelling potential. Wrestling thrives on stories, rivalries, comebacks, betrayals, redemption. A promotion backed by legacy offers fertile ground for powerful storylines: son of the legend, unfinished business, blood versus glory, and so on. If Gunnar taps into that correctly, he could create compelling narratives that attract both hardcore and casual fans. Of course, a big name doesn't guarantee success. Gunnar, like any promoter, faces significant obstacles. Financial commitment. Building a ring, hiring talent, organizing events, requires serious funding. Social media fundraising or fan donations may help, but long-term stability needs consistent revenue, ticket sales, broadcast rights, merchandising. Talent pool and competition. The wrestling world today is crowded. Established leagues, independent circuits, global promotions. To stand out, Gunnar must offer something unique and valuable. Logistics and management. Running a promotion isn't just about scheduling fights. There's venue booking, safety standards, marketing, plus managing egos, injuries, contracts. A strong legacy doesn't guarantee competence. Expectations and comparisons. Fans will compare everything to Sid Vicious, from intensity to storytelling, from promos to match quality. That's a tall order. One poorly managed show could open Gunnar up to criticism that maybe Legacy doesn't pay off. From what we've seen, mixed hope, dear memories, realistic caution. Some fans are thrilled. For them, memory of Sid Vicious wrestling under bright lights brings nostalgia. Gunnar's venture feels like reconnecting with the past, but also reclaiming it. Others are cautious. Let's wait and see, they comment. Legacy is one thing, delivering quality entertainment is another. Some recall independent promotions that launched with hype, but folded quickly due to poor management or lack of funds. Wrestling analysts note this: the environment is tough. The audience has more options than ever, big televised promotions, digital streaming, indie circuits around the world. Gunnar will need not just star power, but strategy, business sense, and consistent delivery. Still, the mere act of announcing a promotion triggers intrigue. That, in wrestling, is often half the battle. Given the limited info so far, it's speculation, but fun speculation. Name and branding rooted in legacy could be something like Vicious Wrestling Presents, UD Wrestling Federation, or Legacy Wrestling. Either way, expect heavy references to 1990s 2000s wrestling aesthetics, pyrotechnics, big man heavyweights, dramatic entrances. Focus on big men and power wrestling. Given Sid Vicious's own style and physique, Gunnar might recruit or cultivate wrestlers with size, power, and presence, filling a niche sometimes ignored in modern wrestling which often emphasizes speed and athleticism. Independent style flexibility with global reach. If Gunnar plays smart, he might host fights in smaller venues yet stream content online, appealing to a global fanbase and saving costs, at least initially. Training and legacy building. Possibly a wrestling school training center under the promotion's umbrella, a place for new talent to learn, train, and debut. This would tie legacy directly to future generations. Fan engagement and nostalgia events. Special events honoring Sid's legacy, tribute shows, documentaries, meet and greets, could attract longtime fans and new curious viewers alike. In coming weeks and months, key indicators will show whether this is a serious enterprise or just a hopeful announcement. Watch for an official announcement. Name, logo, location, projected launch date. Funding, financial backing details. Are there sponsors, investors, or just crowdfunding? Talent roster. Are there known wrestlers signed, or promising debutantes announced? Promotional material, video, promos, social media pages, ticket sales, event scheduling. Fan and media reception. Are people supporting this? Are critics skeptical but intrigued? Success won't come overnight, but if executed well, Gunnar's promotion could become one of the more interesting new ventures in wrestling history. Across decades, wrestling has thrived not just on athleticism, but on lineage, stories, legacies. Legends pass the torch, literally and figuratively. From families, dynasties, second-generation wrestlers, to brand new promotions, it's a cycle that keeps the spectacle alive. If Gunnar UD's promotion takes off, it could revive a passion for old school wrestling, the heavy, powerful style that once dominated arenas. It might spotlight wrestlers with size and presence over speed and flash. It could also show that legacy, when combined with ambition and vision, can lead not only to memories, but to new chapters. And perhaps most importantly, it might give wrestling fans, old and new, a reason to believe again that every end can be a beginning.